अहम दंडधरो राजा प्रजानाम् इह योजितः रक्षिता बुद्धिदः स्वेषु सेतुषु स्थापिता पृथक्। अहम दंडधरो राजा प्रजानाम् इह योजितः रक्षिता बुद्धिदः स्वेषु सेतुषु स्थापिता पृथक्। अहम दंडधरो राजा प्रजानाम् इह योजिता रक्षिता बुद्धिदः स्वेषु सेतुषु स्थापिता पृथक्। अहम अहम दंडधरो राजा प्रजानाम इह योजितः रक्षिता बुद्धितः स्वेषु स्थितोषु स्थापिता पृथग् अहम दंडधरो राजा प्रजानाम इह योजितः रक्षिता बुद्धिता स्थितोषु स्थापिता पृथक् अहम दंडधरो राजा प्रजानाम इह योजितः रक्षिता बुद्धितः स्वेषु स्थितोषु स्थापिता अहम दंडधरो राजा रक्षिता बुद्धितः स्वेषु स्थितोषु स्थापितः Synonyms: aham, I, dandadhara, carrier scepter, raja, king. We did a yesterday meeting, yeah? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll go to next verse. पश्यत्मे तदनुष्ठानात् आद्यन्हुर्ब्रह्मवादिना लोकासु कामसन्दोहा यस्य तुष्यति दृष्टदृक् Synonym. तस्य हि मे mind तत् that अनुष्ठानात् by executing ज्ञान that which ahu is spoken brahmavadina by the expert in Vedic knowledge by the experts in Vedic knowledge loka planets you become kama sandoha fulfilling one's desirable objectives yasya whose whose city becomes satisfied drishta dritu the seer of all destiny Translation and Sadai Divine Sararabinda Bhaktivedanta Maharaj Prithu said, I think that upon the execution of my duties as king, I shall be able to achieve the desirable objectives described by experts in Vedic knowledge. This destination is suddenly achieved by the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the seer of all destiny. Maharaj Prithu gives special stress to the word Brahmavadina by the experts in the Vedic knowledge. Brahma refers to the Veda, which are also known as the Sabda Brahma or transcendental sound. Transcendental sound is not ordinary language. Although it appears to be written in ordinary language, evidence from the Vedic literature should be accepted as the final authority. In the Vedic literature, there is much information, and of course, there is information about the existence of a king's duty, a responsible king who executes fulfills his appointed duty by giving proper protection to all living entities on his planet. Is promoted to the heavenly planet to the system. This is also dependent on upon the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. It is not that if one executes his duty properly, he is automatically promoted. For promotion depends upon the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. It must ultimately be concluded that one can achieve the desired result of his activities upon satisfying the Supreme Lord. This is also confirmed in the first canto, second chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam. अतः पुंबे द्विजा श्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रम विभाग स्वानुतिष्ठस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर् हेतु. The perfection of one's execution of his appointed duties is to ultimate satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. The word Kama Sandho means achievement of the desired result. Everyone desires to achieve the ultimate goal of life, but in modern civilization, the great scientists think that man's life has no plan. This gross ignorance is very dangerous and makes civilization very risky. People do not know the laws of nature, which are the ruling of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because they are atheists of the first order. They have no faith in the existence of God and his ruling, and therefore do not know how nature is working. This gross ignorance of the mass of people, including even the so-called scientists and philosophers, make life a risky situation in which human beings do not know whether they are making progress in life. According to Srimad Bhagavatam 7.5, 6 chapter, they are simply progressing to the darkest region of material existence. Adanta Gobhi Satam Tamishram. The Krishna consciousness movement has therefore been started to give philosophers, scientists, and people in general the proper knowledge about the destiny of life. Everyone should take advantage of this movement and learn the real goal of life. जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम. Lord is the sphere of the all destiny. Brahma Bhavina, expert in the Vedas, Vedic knowledge. Brahma referred to the Vedas. Some of Shabda Brahma. But sometimes in this age of Kali, Shabda, Shabda Brahma, Vishwanato, na Vishwanato is equal. That means after reading the Vedas, if they don't know the Lord as a person, and it's very dangerous. Sama eva hi kevalam adhenum eva rachita. That means knowing Vedic knowledge is good, After reading the Bible, if they don't know that the Lord, Godhead as a person, and they are like the cow keeping at home is good. Generally, we keep the cow at home. Generally, every house. Still, in my house also there is cow. Um, yeah, every house they have cow. For if they're not giving milk, even though they worship uh, every day, they do Saligram Puja. Lord Saligram, go to the Saligram first, and then come to the outside, and they do the Tulsi Puja, and then after they go to the Go Puja. And after go and then go to the Kanya Puja. It is at home. There is Kanya first. They offer something to her. First tilakam and something to eat to her. That is the culture. And then after that, having everyone and giving the pay to the Taliban, that water also the same. Like that. That is system. Like keeping cow at home is good. If she is not giving the milk, means that not that much good. Because we cannot have and we cannot nourish and many things we can make it many sweet and we can offer to the Lord and then sometimes as a remaining prasad we can have. Uh, Same as Sabdara Brahma, that knowing Vedic knowledge is good. After knowing the Vedic knowledge, if somebody doesn't know the Lord, and then he will know nothing about the Veda. Because Lord Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita, Vedaisya sarve ahame pratyebhyo. If you know me as a supreme personality of Godhead, and then you know whole Vedic scripture, literature. If you are not knowing that, knowing me, and then you don't know anything. That means only uh, reading Vedas is not enough. And after that, I have to practice and know the Lord also. That is called transcendental knowledge. Saptaramana means transcendental sound vibration, like Omkar. Om. Srimad Bhagavatam, there is one place mentioned. Within the heart, like the bell ringing, something Om is going on, continuously like ringing that Om started coming out. When we banging the ring, the sound going like this. So same thing Omkar inside the heart. It's also ringing there. That is Sabdaban. That's why we are able to speak anything by something. And by the literature, they're talking about things which also Manusmriti and other things. How king also is devoted to the Lord. King also appointed by the Lord himself. They are very, very powerful. Some places, sometimes in the heavenly planet also start to appear the king, that means expert king. And Lord also become king, like Indra, Brahmaji. If there is even if he is not that expert, that perfect, and he will listen those take in charge. Huh? Yeah, except that role, take charge, rule over the heavenly planet also. That is the system. It all depend on the king. If the king is good, and then people in general also following it very nicely. This repetitive same thing is coming up because of keeping in mind. And here also in Srimad Bhagavatam, first chapter, second chapter, Ata Pumbir Digasresta, Varnasrama Vivagata, Swanutishtasya Dharmasya, Samsiddhir Haritosan. What is the religion mean? We are saying only to satisfy the Lord. That is the ultimate goal of life. That is the Samsiddhi in all perfection. Haritosan. Atha Pumbir Digasresta. Hey Brahman, that means addressing the Brahmanas to the assembly. He was saying, Varnasrama Vivagata, who is following the Varnasrama Dharma. You know, Varnasrama means now you got the point. No? There is four Varnas. Like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. They are four Varnas. Uh, no, four Ashrama. That means this is four Ashrama. Huh? No, no. There is a Varnasrama, means Varna and Ashrama. Varna means Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, four Varnas. Ashram means Grihastha, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. And Varna Ashram, there is no distinction uh, about the only Brahmana should be become like a Brahmachari, not like any caste of people they can become Brahmana. And Grihastha, Brahmachari, and Grihastha, and Vanaprastha, all of them can take that. Sonu Tistasya Dharma, and if they are following their prescribed duty, that means prescribed duty mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita also and on Bhagavatam there too. That means Brahma Karma, Kshatriya Karma, Karma Sandoha. The perfection of one's execution of his appointed duties is the ultimate satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. This verse mentioned about it. Samsiddhir Harikotana. That means our duty to please the Lord. That's our duty. Achievement of the desired result, everyone desires to achieve the ultimate goal of life. So, but scientists and other persons, they are just thinking that man's life plan only to survive very nicely, enjoying the material things and how much they can afford, and for that they have to do hard work and they are just their ambition is that to make one nice house, nice business, nice car, and reputation, the name, and everything. Only that. After that, they are not planning for that. They are planning for after the day, not beyond that. That is the gross ignorance. It's very dangerous for the society because there after death also birth is there. Birth, birth is there. Rebirth is reincarnation is there. If we are not thinking that much and just thinking this life is the last life and nothing more than this and that way let's enjoy whatever the things available and that, those types of things is a gross ignorance. And those types of people very dangerous for the society also. Even those little saying the scientists, other personalities also. Huh? Yeah, their thick that is going to down and down. It's the Bhagavatam. Andanta Gobhid Visatam Tamishram. Tamishram, this is the hellish planet we are talking about. There is 27 hellish planet, which is the last one. Right? You go to Tamishra. Name of the hellish planet is Tamishra. There is division of this hellish planet. So only one heavenly planet, only one hellish planet, not like heavenly planet also different division like Echa, Punya, Nag, Apsara, Gandharva, Chandra, Surya, all Indra, they have different heaven planet, one. And same thing in heaven planet also different. If you are disobeyed the order of the spiritual master, for them in different types of self-plan. If you are not listening to your father, mother, and this is uh, putting their suffering and all these things, disobey and disrespect to them, and you are not taking care very nicely, for them is different types of self-plan. And who wine for them is different. Who is doing prostitute for them different. Definitely, we are talking about who is doing prostitute for them, putting together, eat up, and by the saw they make half, cutting half, grinding them and cutting half to separate the body. It's very very terrible. To disobey the father and mother, disrespect them, unlike the melted iron rod, and you have to running over there. It's too terrible. Those things will happen for the purification of the mind. That is not for forever, for some time, and then they also got the chance, get the chance to overcome from there. But we have to, very intelligent person after hearing, they practice it. And if the little layman and they are, let's see what will happen, and they will go there and definitely suffer. Intelligent person, oh, dangerous means dangerous. It's okay. They have to believe like that, not going to practically. After hearing, they have to stop. But hearing source should be, authentic. And Vedas is authorized for everything. This is the constitution of human being. What is it? Yeah, human being. Veda. If somebody following the Vedas, definitely they are going to the higher planet, even though the spiritual planet. Or the spiritual planet has to come to this point of the view. So Lord is the everything, and give up everything and just follow the Vedic path. And that is the perfection of life. Only one thing is Samsiddhim Haritoshanam. That is the last final thing. See here. Samsiddhim Haritoshanam. That is the goal. What is the goal of your life? If somebody asking, and then it's simple answer. Samsiddhim Haritoshanam. Our goal of life is to please the Lord. Hari, Lord Hari. We have to please the Lord Hari. That's it. Why we should please Him? Because we are created for the service of for Him. Yeah? He create us to serve Him. That's why our duty to serve Him. If we are not doing so, and then we are the offender of the Lord. That's why we have to suffer here and there. Yesterday I am just hearing the family life radio. One of the prophet is just saying that means our hand is like you know we came like this, bare hand, and we will go bare hand. Whatever the things here, right hand is given by the Lord. And this he's saying this is to uh, to grab the grace of the Lord. That's it. uh, Lord all the time wants to pour this grace, His grace towards the whole thing. That's it given the hand. If we are just mm, asking for the grace, and He will pour over there. And when He wants to take out that one, if we are not you know respect that grace of the Lord, and He will take away again. He can do anything. Just if they are mentioning like this hand given by Lord is graceful, and He just that grace He distributes to others, all the who is the suffering. He wants to distribute that grace. We also say that the love of God here. What is love of God? If you step one step towards the Lord, will come the 10 steps closer than come to that state. Come, he wants to meet the children so badly. They are saying, but I have to say like so goodly. If you are saying so badly, then is a negative. Uh, way to thinking that. No? Negative way to thinking is the positive thing. Nave bidu suragana. Name bidu suda. No mean is negative. No mean negative. Something badly mean negatively pointed out the positive. In Sanskrit also same thing. Many places like that. Meaning he wants to make his children very know, badly. That Lord is eager. If they are trying to face towards him and him, just take charge. That is the Samsiddhin Haritosana. And we have to follow here the we have to know the two verses over here. It means Varna Sama Vivaga. Sonu Tistasya Dharmasya. First we have to follow the Varna Sama Dharma. That in one Varna, one Asana. That means even the Brahmachari, Grihastha, Brahmachari means like unmarried. Simple way to understand. But with Brahmachari means many things. And then Grihastha. There is two types of things. Grihastha means married life, but Grihastha means we following the Vedic scripture and according to they are acting, that they are called Grihastha. And another is Grihamedi. Grihamedi means they are not following any rules and regulations like the animalistic life. They are just earning money, diva hayata piragan. That means during the daytime they are earning money, doing hard work for what? Either sleeping or mating, two things. And they do that. That is like ignorance. That is called grihamedi. That's thinking my wife, my children, uh, my body, my things, and only thinking like that. That is called grihamedi. Not called grihastha. And then like vanaprastha. That means go to the door and to the village and that's not taking the sannyasa in the romance order. And then after the Rinana, the others life. Completely detached from the any job, anything, any business, no, nothing. And that is Varna and Ashrama. That Ashrama. And Varna means Brahman, 50 soldier. Have to follow the rule. This is very strongly recommended by Shastra. If you are not doing so, we are trying this association, Prabhupada, this movement, Krishna consciousness. We are trying to re-establish those order of life. We have some brahmacharis, Buddha, and out going outside for preaching, distributing books and that. And some of the villages they do agriculture also. There's a farm is there. And they do some of the brahmanas they are preaching. And sannyasis, brahmana is also there. Sannyasis just travel and they do preaching. So ISKCON also try. That's why Prabhupada saying here in this age, this all Varna ashram almost you know almost there. But according to the this time and circumstances, that's why Lord Chaitanya came and he gave this Sankirtan movement. And if you are taking seriously this movement, and you will get perfection. Even though you are not in the within the Varna and Ashrama, uh, then you can get the perfection of life. Some siddhis, that is, and you will get that opportunity in the this Krishna consciousness movement because you will get everywhere. You also got, no? We are here. That is the Krishna Prabhupada established. That's why you are here. That means you got chance to practice. Same thing. This is the embassy of the Lord, and we can just get visa from here and go back to the garden. Just prepare. Chancellor, what I said, counselor. They are here in our Guru Maharaj. If you are just in connectivity and he give you the stamp, that means they stamp. Huh? This stamp initiation you will give, and oh, this person is right person for your love. Please accept him or her as your servant. And when they do that, and then you will get this, perfection of your life. That is the destiny. Samsiddhi Maritosanam. Yeah. If you please the counselor and he will stand you and no problem. That's the system. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran